I am here. Welcome to the reading. This is going to be recorded on Facebook also. So if you're seeing this, hi, welcome to my YouTube. I am Chelsea Renee. I am just a cosmic tarot reader. I read the quantum energy, I bridge down feminine energy specifically. I work specifically with womb energy, life force energy, kundalini, the empress, high priestess type of vibes. So if you resonate, fucking subscribe or like hit the like and share. Come and jump over onto my Instagram, where I primarily hang out, and in my now new monthly subscription. And you can find that in the link in my bio in Instagram. Just for now, while I get used to YouTube, I haven't applied to get the link in the description yet. So I'm just getting used to hanging out, you know. But this is going to be a collective reading. I've already opened the space, but I am going to bless you coming into the space. So welcome. This is a high vibration space where no low vibration energies are welcome. Please leave immediately. And we're calling upon our guides, ascended masters, fifth dimensional beings, and above. Right? The energy of the full moon has been absolutely fucking buzzy. Frickety flip flop buzzy. So I'm going to now share on Facebook and go from there. So you can also add me on Facebook, and I'm going live on my Chelsea Renee profile. Right. Sorry, I sometimes forget that I'm on things. So, yeah, I just call it cosmic channels. So we're going to go live there, and then we're going to get into this reading because there's a lot to talk about in the collective that's happening at the moment. That's really, really significant to like everything that's going on. And Spirit's been really guiding me to open up into this space and to really channel and bridge and be the bridge and be the conduit to ground a lot of this energy. So, hello, if you are seeing this on Facebook, let me know that you're here. Otherwise, you can jump on the Zoom. Link is in my bio for that. If you, oh God, this sage is really oh, like needs to be held and harnessed. And I feel it is really a message that you are really needing to be held during this big full moon. And it is the story of the feminine at the moment, I do believe, where there's so many things coming to completion. As I was getting myself ready for this reading, it was something because I normally don't go lives on the weekend. I'm usually doing shit by myself. However, I've been really asked to deliver specific messages at the moment, because it's a part of my quantum connection. And this has been a big part of my identity shift, and also is a reflection of the seeds that were sown many moons ago, right? And under this full moon tonight, there is that need to be held and to be equally held within a space. It's not just, oh, I need to feel held and surrounded by as many people as I can. It's not about, it's actually about the quality of what that looks like now for you. So there's this real need for you to feel really balanced within a space. It is like you've changed that perspective of how you want to be held. What are your needs around feeling safe? These are things that are happening quantumly in a really soft way of like, have you ever asked these questions? What is it that you need currently to feel safe and held? If you are not able to be held by others yet, because a part of being held by others is allowing yourself to be vulnerable and authentic in your vulnerability. We can get stuck in the mindset of, I will wait until this person shows me that they are safe enough to hold me. So we give vulnerability, but then we're not really willing to fall completely into that safe space that this person is holding. And then once you're in that space, if you're detached from whatever that looks like to you in that moment, the outcome actually ends up being very enlightening. The outcome of you being vulnerable and allowing someone to hold you, even if you don't even know that they're going to hold you, that they have that ability. And what does this look like? Okay. We talk about, oh, like, this I hold you. What does hold you look like? Spirit. What does being held look like? It is about you recognizing that you have emotional needs, highly emotional, intelligent you are. You're so expansive, you're so deep. And that's why you're so creative. That's why you're so just like, that's what makes you you, you know? You're able to have all of that emotional intelligence. Hi, Nick. Happy Saturday. I'm just riding these beautiful waves of the cosmic, but that's what we're here for, right? Is to really be so expressive in that. And I get to really have fun on the internet. And that's a big thing that I'm trying to break through at the moment. And it's also a reflection of the collective, because I too am the collective. I love to go and receive from other practitioners. I love um, being able to express in a collective and then go and be able to sit in the collective and receive, because it's like we understand each other even further because we have that untapped spiritual connection. And I've even been really exploring what that means energetically from afar and how far we can push that, and how our belief system, how powerful is our belief system, is our core system to be able to manipulate a whole lifestyle and commit to something that seems so delusional. Like when you say it out loud, and I'm talking, I feel like spirit is really bringing through the dream state now. Let's pull some cards. Happy Saturday, everybody. Whenever you are watching this, this is going to be posted on YouTube. So if you're not on my YouTube, I do post videos like this over there. And I'm expanding in that space as well. So give me a follow because it is exciting. I am slowly upgrading my ways of communication. My phone is still pakaru, still a little bit broxy, but I'm enjoying being able to find creative ways of communicating in with the collective. It's kind of nice to also jump on Chelsea Renee on Facebook. It's a little bit more chillamondo, a little bit more private. So I might make this a little bit of a habit for everybody too, because it is nice to tap into the collective energy and be like, oh, hey guys, what's up? Also, there's this huge change in, oh, I get it. Okay, we're still talking about the beautiful emotional ways that we are connecting in. And a big thing that's coming through the collective at the moment is this rise in the sisterhood. And it's so beautiful because I really have been witnessing within the collective, within my just intuitive self, as I get to delve into the places and spaces that I go. I'm off to Spirit Fest in 2 weeks, and I'm just so fucking excited that I get to be around like-minded people. Time is not a thing. It's just sunshine, and it is dark, and it's light, and it's beautiful, and it's just transformative, and it's yummy. Hi, Lynn. Happy Saturday. Oh, Nick, you're so beautiful. Thank you. It is crazy wild times, crazy wild times. I just got 111 as just a sign of confirmation that things are really coming into completion. The justice has been coming up a lot. Things are like settling. We keep going back to last year when we were in this energy, and I feel like the crow and dogwood as a flower. It is like this darker, higher perspective. Hi, Rach. Happy Saturday. It's this dark, higher perspective that the feminine. Actually, I'm gonna pull some cards. I've yeah, no, enough said. Not about me. It's not about me. It's about you. It's about you guys, you gals. The crow and dogwood. Emotionally, you are allowing others to come into your space because you are aware. In order for you to be able to tap into those deeper parts of yourself, you're needing to be actually able to hold other people in the depths of themselves. You're learning that you need to create yourself to be more available for abundance to come in. Hi, Lou. Hi, Caitlin. At the moment, under this full moon, there is so much clarity available to you in your emotional state. Like it's really fucking obvious now. There's no more running and there's no more hiding. This full moon is bringing in a huge clarity on like where you're extending yourself all the fucking time. It's octopus energy. This is some inky shit. So where the fuck are you getting your emotional needs met internally for yourself, and how are you regulating that when you come back home to yourself? Because this is also what the full moon is drawing you into. It is really important for you to begin looking at the spiritual hygiene in your home. What are you gridding in your atmosphere? Have you checked it lately? Okay. Under this full moon tonight, everybody, I want everybody to take a moment to sit in their home if you are home. If you are not home, if you're in someone else's home, or I want you to sit in that space under this full moon and take note on how you feel inside that person's gridding. Every single abode, every single dwelling has a grid, has an energy force. What does your home look like? And if you don't know, then that's really fucking concerning for you, because you should know, because that is your home, that is your nest, right? I'm going to ding. Clearing, being aware of self. How can you emotionally take care of your needs if you're doing octopus energy, if you're exerting yourself with all of these fucking arms? It's also the energy of the crow, right? Internally, where is that darkness that peeks out from within you and you're so quick to silence? You can't do that anymore because your soul is so intelligent. It won't allow that. And the octopus is a highly intelligent being. But it's like, come on, the tower, huge cleansing, huge releasings. What has served must leave. There has to be death. There has to be the energy of done, but you need to let that shit go. I'm at ease. I'm so happy that you get to ride the waves of the ease. Lynn, that's such beautiful energy. Definitely time to do a bit of a home cleansing. Absolutely. The full moon is also time to cut cords, but that's also rejuvenation. It's also allowing the energies of the moon to amplify the things. In tarot, when you are looking at the moon from the higher perspective, looking downward with the moonlight, everything is illuminated, right? You see everything on top. So everything, unless it's underneath the top, out of the moonlight, you can't see it. There's just so much that you can see, but then there's so much that you don't know the depth of, right? Because we only see it from what the moon allows us to see. So when you look at your grid and you're looking at your house, right? So when we work with energy, when you actually close your eyes just for a moment, unless you're driving, don't fucking close your eyes. Keep driving, bitch. Take a moment to just envision the energy within your home, expand it outwardly, and then open it up and actually take a look at your house, right? Like you're looking at I like the fucking Simpsons. Is it a dome? Allow yourself to just look at the energetic frequencies of your home and how open or closed is it? And then take a time to reflect the energy of your home, and does it reflect the outside of your home? Yummy. My house is just so unique. I learned not to share with people what our home grids look like. Just like everything, there's things that you keep to yourself, you keep secret, because it is a form of defense, right? Protection. And what I learned, and it is the intelligence that we learn within the octopus, because there is always a higher, there's always a duality. We talk about this ink, like the squid also comes closely into this energy. But it's like the slowness that we learn through morphing into other aspects or other identities of ourselves to integrate what that version of you is going through. These are about identifying your identities, how you're showing up in the world, right? Because even sometimes when we need to show up online, a huge thing is, who the fuck do we show up as? You could show up as, or try to show up as, the different types of relationships that you have with people who come into your frequency to serve that person, right? Instead of just showing up authentically as ourselves. But at the moment, the energies are really asking you, where do you show up as yourself wholeheartedly, if any? And if not, then this message is for you to celebrate self more often. Because when you bridge in gratitude, when you bridge in just like a space that is just softened for you, that is a reminder that it's really fucking safe to be soft. This is a part of this bridging, and this is why Spirit wants you to be aware of the house, your home. It is where you integrate. It is where you come home from a ceremony and you just want to fall the fuck to pieces, right? But you don't want to have to think, oh, like I'm going into the quantum and it's really important that I need to be protected all the time. So just start and just don't let them in the fucking force field of your home. That's so beautiful. And then make it that energetic practice, because it is an extension of you. You start to become aware of the things that happen in your home, the energies that come in your home, the things that are said in your home, because the energy and everything in your little atmosphere begins to just merge. And then you have your nest to be able to grow and plant more seeds. It's really easy to forget when there's a lot of chaos too. So, and let's just do a little ding to that. Because it's a really beautiful time for you to remember that it's about remembering and it's not about holding knowledge, because you don't want to hold on to everything. You do want to expand, and that's why we learn, right? That's why we invest in each other. That's why we go to ceremonies. It's also to support one another. And oftentimes, when you are emotionally neglecting yourself from a wounded space, it gets really noisy sometimes. Gets a little bit chaotic, right? The full moon is really bringing that up too. There is a lot of shifting going on. And the tower, the tower reminding you that what literally was served shall fucking be cleansed, right? It's done. Justice is coming in. Seven of Cups, and you have choices to make. So this is, if this is resonating with you, we're going to get some cards now. We're going to rev it up a little bit. Okay. There is so much success on the horizon, and I'm really hearing the number 3. We've got the Emperor. That's so beautiful. You are shifting your identity at this time. The Emperor is all about tapping into that strength that you have, because you need to build that masculine momentum in order to ground into your identity, because the feminine needs a vessel, right? Your feminine energy needs a vessel to create out of, because the feminine is energy. The feminine is chaos. The feminine is that inner child that wants to light everything on fire. Did you know when I was a kid, I almost lit my whole house on fire? I was about 6 years old, and I stole my mum's lighter, and I took some cardboard or something, and I lit a fire around the side of my house. But because I was a child, I lit it under a petrol Bowser. And we had to get the firefighters to come and put this fire out. But by the time they got there, the fire had gone out. So they came out for nothing. And that is what happens when you let chaos, the creativity, right, can be quite costly. I don't know. I'm going to ask my dad if that cost him actually, or if he even remembers that story. And I will update you very shortly about that. However, strength is a huge thing coming through also. And a part of your loyalty to self is being tested in the intimate connections around you. Okay. I'm also hearing, be careful what you wish for. And this goes in like a social sense. Be careful what you wish for, like a friendship sense. What does that mean, Spirit? The Chariot moving. I feel like a lot is being revealed to you in your social circles. I feel that a lot is being shown to you. A lot of shadows are coming up for you. But it's like, do I continue this bullshit or not? Like, that's actually the vibe. People are like, huh, I see this is happening too many times. It's because you have, that is so funny, Nick. The creative mind, though, right? You wanted to see if that would work. And I love that. I love that. It's you are so beyond now. Like you've evolved so heavily. And that's why they keep coming back to the masculine. Oh, because there is a masculine collective for each feminine collective. And it's not often that the masculine collective actually want to talk to me via energy. I always ask because I'm feminine, obviously, and I'm attached to a collective, obviously. And I don't necessarily have a masculine in a emotional way. So I tap into that via frequency, but I always ask permission, obviously, but it's not often that the masculine energy will give me permission to read the collective of masculines because it doesn't actually fucking matter. And this is more about love and authenticity. And I don't want to share shit, and I can't channel shit that doesn't make sense on an emotional level to the feminine, right? It also has to make logical sense in a human way so you get the gist of what the fuck I'm talking about. Otherwise, it would just be mush. It would be me going outside and lighting a fire under the petrol bowser. Like, too much chaos. So, this is a part of the feminine chaos, why we come in here. And that's why I channel quite fast sometimes. That's also because I like to ride the waves of the chaos because it is actually structure, right? There is actual structure to what I'm saying. This is a part of your emotional connection. We've been channeling the whole time, even though it makes logical sense for you. You also have to understand that everything, yeah, it's just dinged again. Everything that you do is a spiritual way that you are connecting into source. Because everything that you do and everything that you say is a reflection, external reality. The universe does not know the difference between what it is that you want and what it is that you don't want, because where your focus is going and where your energy is flowing, that's where the universe is going to create your manifestations from. Okay. How are you feeling in the comments? Tell me how you are. Let's get some sharing going so I can tap into the energy of you. And if you're watching this, the replay on YouTube, hit the comment section. I'd love to hear where the collective is because, I'm here to channel. I'm here to be a conduit. How are you feeling under the full moon? Where are you emotionally? Are you seeking more? What is it you're seeking? Ask me a question. For the collective, more so, like don't ask me a question about your grammar. Ask me a question about life force energy or creation, or like, I keep hearing spring. There is a time of softening, but in order to understand chaos, you need to have that vessel, right? Nick, I had this experience at a friend's 40th a couple of weeks ago where I had taken a variety of plant medicines and I was very raw in my emotional space. I have been growing a lot in my emotional intelligence. So I was having a hard time pretty much. I was pretty fucked actually at the time. Probably shouldn't have taken a lot of plant medicines. I took a different variety, including the hallucinogenic type. So we were tripping, and I also was drinking. So it was a really inner child, inner teenagey rage that came out. But there was a point in the night, and we'd all dressed up as fairies or bikers. And I went as a fairy, and I was like a green fairy. I had beautiful earth wrapped around me. I was actually wearing this as well. And there was one point where I had this hysteric bubble of laughter just come up from my womb space into my stomach up, and it just wanted to be released. And I was drunk as a skunk, tripping balls on these big, beautiful lights that were shining on us and like making these like silhouettes. It was so beautiful. If you have a video, please send them to me if you were there. And I was just hysterically laughing, but I must have looked like a little drunken pixie. But that's how I felt. Just this beautiful pixie energy come and just devour me. And I was just laughing. And it felt so good. It just felt like I had reached a new depth of myself while journeying on plant medicine. Because even though it sounds like I did it at a party things, I obviously very intentional. I integrate, I do all the things. I'm very smart. And so are you. And I feel like this is also a reminder that you can be soft and playful when you are embodying your practices. I work primarily with plant medicine in a lot of my journeys. It is one of my grounders. In fact, I'm having a plant medicine ceremony tonight. I'm working with cacao and lavender and honey. And it's a full moon ceremony. So you're welcomed to join me. You get discounts if you bring friends because I want to open and create these safe spaces for you to come and just vibe with me, drink beautiful plant medicine, plants, and connecting into that energy around us. When you are so connected into your human experience in your everyday life, it can get really chaotic, right? So, coming into the space, I'm actually providing a space for you to get all of that chaos and then come back into your body. We're going to do some beautiful breath, have some beautiful cacao. Please come and join me. I would love to hold you in this full moon. Anyway, let's get back into the reading. The lovers, there is beautiful opportunity for connection to come in for you at this time. Connection to self. We're not talking about anything other than your goddamn self, all right? The star. Right, I'm just going to cover this for YouTube, otherwise they'll think it's a nudie patootie. The star is speaking into your deep sense of awareness. Because when you close your eyes and you strip it all back, yourself, you just come into like a blank space. But that is because you're so empty. And what we have learned is that being empty within yourself is a good thing. That is a positive thing, right? Because remember in the cycles where you felt heavy, remember how far you've come in your vulnerability and your ability to be, because that has allowed you to open the space for yourself to bring in that balance. You forget, you're forgetting. You forget hard work. You forget about the hard work that you've been doing. And there's so much movement. And you know what? We've just closed huge siren cycles. Siren energy is a part of that dark feminine, right? And we did the dark feminine. I took 5 beautiful women through a and people actually, because I have a non-binary, sorry. 5 beautiful human beings who came through that journey through the dark feminine because it is energy. There was so much success that you found in the dark last year too, as you were maneuvering through. The turtle even is coming through with a little bit of darkness and this beautiful golden energy. So what I'm really seeing being shown to you is that this golden energy that is coming through, and the honey, even if you don't come to the ceremony tonight, you're still bathing in my beautiful honey essence. So you are still coming into that completion with the golden energy. Um, but gold, yeah, see, 2 of Cups, things are coming into balance for you. You're starting to understand the ebbs and flows of your strengths and when to soften, but knowing that you are softening because you are strong enough, because you've understood that there were things that you needed to do and you needed to see in order to come to the space where you are today. Okay. So celebrate your goddamn fucking self, please. Please. When was the last time that you actually truly, 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 truly sat still and breathed? For me, it was today. But I'm learning that art. I've already learned that art, hence why I wanted to become a facilitator in it, why I'm learning Alabade. Because Alabade is understanding all of the things. What Shannon's done with this model of breath is she has incorporated Te Whare Tapawha, which is about all aspects of you, right? Tinana, Hininaro, Whenua, Whakapapa, Wairua. I think that's all of them. Sometimes you just have to let go and let fucking God, mate. Someone hashtag that. Sometimes you just have to let go and let God. Let go and let God. Allow the universe to show you where you deserve to go. I want to align to my highest fucking timeline. I align to my timeline. Bitch. You align to your highest timeline all the time. So with the full moon and we're weaving that in, that is about that duality and things coming into balance because you've worked fucking hard. Don't forget it. Praise yourself. You fucking do shit, you know, you understand more than you give yourself credit for. More than you give yourself credit for. And if you think you know everything, then sorry, you're wrong. Because you don't. No one does. Everybody is continuously learning things because every person is an opportunity to see things, to see the world, to see universe from a different perspective, from a high perspective. You're just seeing the world on how I see the world, but it's also, you know, a lot of the ways that you see the world. Because we chose that as energy bodies, you know. You could be watching this in 10 years' time. I don't fucking know. hey, I don't know where you're going to stumble upon this union if you're not on the live. If you're on the live, fucking what up? Like, this is a beautiful moment. And I think when you come into contact with moon cycles and you're so much more conscientious about how you spend your time, right? And who you're connecting into and who you're giving your energy to, it's so much easier to be able to maintain yourself, to regulate yourself, to understand yourself, and to prosper because you are no longer leaving yourself available for things that no longer serve your highest good because you just know how hard it was and how long it took this journey for you to get to where you are. And celebration is meant to be a part of that. So, a part of the journey that you are now coming into is how do you get more joy? How do you get more pleasure? How do you get more fun? And all of these things. Where is it that your light is needing to be shed more? And as a collective, where you are currently being led, if this is resonating for you, you're being led to be more focused on your home space, on your home energetically, on your home body, but on your home energetically within yourself as well. And then extending that out. What are your children up to? How's your children's energy? What mastery do you have that you are actually responsible? I do believe personally, but we're not talking about me. This is Spirit's word. uh, Spirit is wanting you to identify your children's energetic fields and assist them because they don't know. Although children are so highly aware, their human has that amnesia, remember? We know that we get amnesia. You know, we get amnesia. We know that's why we spend the whole time remembering. That's why we have these spaces. That's why I'm here, is because my adult human is helping your adult human activate the amnesia that came in, and that's a thing that we chose as humans. However, our children have come in, but they're so young, but we remember. So we can start allowing them to remember, right? And it's our job to teach. And that's why we're such good healers. That's why we want to help. That's why our mothering, that nurturing is just so innate to us. And if you're watching this and you don't have kids, but you still have that nature to nurture, it is about serving that collective. It is about the awakening. It's about giving other people the opportunity to have their amnesia being like, call them glimmers as an opposite to a trigger. It's a glimmer. It's like just a wholesome space and time where you remember that you are connected into the divine, that life is just so fucking chill and joy and bliss. In regards to the friendship thing, I feel like that is going to be showing itself clearly very soon in multiple different aspects. Absolutely, babe. You know what? Fucking clear the room. Let's put these cards away and tap into a little bit of that because you are very right. You are very freaking correct. There is. And you know what? It's not soon. It's now. There is so much that's shifted. Thank you for those messages, Spirit. Right, what is our time? Because I do have a few things to do and I need to go and check my milk. So I'm making my cacao. And if you're watching the live and you're coming tonight, I've got my phone on do not disturb. So if you've purchased a ticket while I've been on the live, thank you so much. Can't wait to sit with you. But I've had my milk. I'm doing like a milk and lavender first, just to like really calm everything that I've been doing. I got up this morning. I went for a run. I went to the supermarket. I meditated. I had a cacao. I watched the sunrise. Last night I went out to Foxton Beach. I bought myself some cheesy wheezies at Mr. Grumpy's. And I took some blankets. I went for a swim, sunset swim, and then I did some breath work. And I had some cheesy wheezies and I ate Oreos, and it was just so fucking yummy. And all of this is going and moving into these events. So that was really a beautiful reading. We are just going to quickly pull some cards on this friendship thing because it's huge. It's a huge transformation that people are going through in regards to these sisterhood wounds, that there is a part of the collective that doesn't want to talk about it because it is very, very triggering and it is highly thing, but we're not coming from a space of trigger because we're very highly evolved within the energy that we are utilizing. Okay. And we don't talk about gossip or anything on this space. Mr. Grumpy's is so fucking good, honestly. Yummy. Get the cheesy wheezies. Mayo. Bon appetit. Bon appetit. Who would be keen to actually do a breath work, Mr. Grumpy's swim integration hangout night before the summer's over? If that's something that you're keen on, let me know. And because I'm also, it'll just be like to cover some costs for me to run the event. But I also want to practice my breath work as well and integrate it and so I am facilitating. So yeah, you know what, I'm just going to do it. I don't care if you guys want to come or not. I'm going to put it out there because it sounds fucking cool. That sounds like something I want to do. So keep an eye on that. Okay, that is totally off thing. Right, friendships. Okay, cool. Yes, where are we? Right, let me see. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get some energy on where these friendships are resonating and I just want to see the elemental energies that are coming through with what we're going to channel please through it. So I know courage, yep. Oh God, shiver me timbers. Shit. Okay, so I feel like things are really unexpected. Yeah, manifesting dreams. There are a lot of people within the connections that you are currently in, and this isn't going to resonate for everybody, I don't feel, because I don't feel like this is a energy that is very obvious to the collective at the moment. But if you are resonating with this, please understand that this is in, so you are aware and you can then utilize that. This energy is how that reflects. Actually, we're going to fucking round it out. Okay. So what I'm picking up with this friendship energy, and please take what resonates, is this is something that is old past life. It's like shrapnel and that's a really heavy word for something that is so light and so enlightened, but shrapnel, because it is reflecting the past lives where these your friendships are taking place. And shrapnel is something that is loose from a grenade. It's like it's indicating that there's some type of warfare, there's some type of disconnection, there is not a lot of clarity within the situation, because even the fact that you are in a space where there's no room for clarity in a heavy way, right? Because it is locked in energy. So past life energy and soul connections, that's locked in. You can't change that. That's already in the Akasha. We can go back and we can heal things. We can put things back in their place energetically, because remember that also everything you are not separate from anything, or you are the only one thinker. When you're working with manifesting, when you're working with understanding that you are your master, there is literally only one thinker. If you truly believe that and you understand that you are writing your own reality, that means no one has free will. Do you know how powerful it is? No one has free will. You are the creator of your own reality. What can you do with that, right? But then you have that information out there. There are still people that will use that to their advantage, but try and fucking drain you. That's what manifesting dreams is. There was a huge thing that came over the collective at the moment for the Divine Feminine readings that I do in my monthly sub. They want to talk about the fact that not everybody is sending you light and love. Not everybody is manifesting your highest timeline. Some people want you to fail. Some people want you to not succeed. Some people want you to not be in such a balanced way because of these past life connections. And ultimately, it's up to you whether you're going to feed these influences in your energy. And what I've learned is that this karma that has been stuck, and I say stuck, it's almost like it just is unshakable, but it's all a part of the journey, right? It's all a part of that duality. And logically, the masculine wants to believe it's stuck. There is a part of you that wants to believe that the energy that you're in is stuck on you, right? Because that means that it's the energy's fault. No, it's stuck on me. It just won't leave me. Oh my gosh, like it's just so attached. Like, why? No, bitch. It's not how it works. No, that's not how it works. It is that you are still needing to be patient with yourself. You are still needing to be able to hold the space so people can do what they need to do as you are coming back into your temple of enlightenment. A lot of the collective, a lot of the sisterhoods, it's like you don't even have to be like, sister can mean so many different things, and there is a place for boundaries within the sisterhood and within business. What is sisterhood to you? You know, when I'm speaking into sisterhood, I'm speaking into what I know as a spiritual facilitator, because I need to have boundaries within that. This isn't about Chelsea, my personal self. Even though I have people on this space that know me personally, that know things about me personally, this is still a part of seeing that collective and caring about the collective, right? I care about you, all of you watching this. And that's why I'm sharing these messages, why I'm allowing my body to be a conduit. And it takes a lot to sit here and to organize. You know, I was 40 minutes late to this reading, but I needed to clear. There was a huge portal that I had to open, I had to let go. I love that you brought this through, Caitlin. Thank you so much, because I actually cleared a lot of space in order to bring this in. And I forgot about that. I also have been smoking a lot of green flowers and elevating myself into these beautiful dimensions. And then I get to ground back in. So thank you so much for sharing that. See, this is why it's so important for us to share and to lean into that sisterhood. And this is the space that I want to see in my life, because I'm like, what do I need? I need my sisters. I want to be vulnerable with you. And then I have my sisters who are my friends. And then I have sisters who I get to hold space and facilitate with that know me in so many depths, you know, maybe even different depths to my actual biological sisters. Of course they do. But it doesn't take away from my biological sisters, does it? Absolutely not. Love those little bitches. Shout out to them. My witchy poos. I love them. Keep me grounded. Keep me solid. They tell me who I am. They remind me who I am and my human self. Who the fuck Chelsea is. But you have to maintain those. You have to also seek those. And you have to be the vibration of that because you have to be able to exchange that energy with other people. Otherwise, it's not equal. Otherwise, you're the fucking Debbie Downer. Someone has to drag your ass, you know? And we all fucking hate that. It's shit. We want to find equal exchange, but we got to find it in ourselves first. You have to find it in yourself. You're learning how to balance it. You're learning how to balance that. And I feel like this is also what this collective of energies is teaching you is that these friendships, they're shitty because they're teaching you boundaries. They're also teaching you balance. They're teaching you how to be able to balance your goddamn self. You know, if they're coming into your frequency, into your workspace, because it's a personal thing, but it's like business. It's like, I feel like this is happening, you know, but it's also that energy exchange. So you need to be more aware of where you are at in your spiritual hygiene. Number one, importancy. Allow your nest to be safe. This is where you protect your children. This is where you protect your mana, your ideas, your empress energy, right? Is in that heart space, connecting back into your emotional space. This is why breath work is so important. All of these spiritual practices, you know, integration, very, very important. Just know that whatever it is that you're traveling through at this time, and this is forever who this, if this resonates with you, just know that you're so fucking loved, honestly. And you're so fucking special on this earth. And everything that you're going through at this time, if you're just feeling so fucking challenged, you are going to get to the end of it. Nothing lasts forever, right? That's bittersweet, but it can be used to our advantage. Whatever is illuminating or being illuminated to you at this time due to this friendship stuff, just understand that it is fucking gone, like done. There's not even an opportunity for things to even evolve. Spirit's just like done, they're gone. Your wish is my command. What do you want next? Hmm? Do you want abundance? You've got it, but do you want more? You're being shown so many ways that you need to learn and trust the universe. Blue butterflies are going to be a sign and symbol for you. It's also a part of that transformation, right? So blue butterflies, the Arcturians are really coming through, obviously, because I am Arcturian, which is sort of appeal. There's a lot of high vibrational codes that are being shared at the moment, and they want you to be open to receiving these codes, but also they want you to start seeking light language transmissions out. So whether that's coming to ceremonies like mine, utilizing light language to clear more, activating your own, practicing it while you're just like doing your goddamn business, okay? It all helps. Everything's all good. There's new opportunities. There's opportunities for rise. There's opportunities for grace. There's opportunities for love around every fucking corner. I feel like the corner is like we're now around the corner. You've reached the corner and now you're open to seeing shit. Like everything has been illuminated now. So it's like, okay. So you're just adjusting to your new way of living and seeing. Don't worry about the friendships, okay? Spirit's like, who the fuck cares? Allow the trash to take itself out. Oh, that's powerful. It's the universe protecting you. There are some people in your life that aren't very nice. Mm. There's a lot of people knocking at your energetic door. I tell you that much, that are trying to get in. Don't let them in. People make you feel ick. If people repulse you energetically, if you just don't know someone, but you're just like, ooh, you're spicy. Please believe that. Please trust that. That is a protection. That is your innate wisdom. I don't know who needed to hear that, but please, if that resonates, take. Please. All right, I'm gonna go and rest. That took a lot. That was fucking sexy. Thank you so much for being with me here today. On this live, I'm gonna close the portal. Thank you so much for being in this space. Let's crack a window. Come and hang out with me. Oh shit. I'm going to be at Square Edge Dance Loft this afternoon at 7:30. 7:30. I have changed the time, okay? So it's now 7:30. Tickets are $44, $66 for two, or $88 for three people to come. So you get a yummy discount. You bring blankets and a pillow, please. Journal, crystals if you want. You can bring some cards if you want. And we're just gonna bathe and fucking relax. And you're gonna let me hold you because I'm gonna hold the shit out of you. You have been through so fucking much and you literally deserve it. So allow the universe to just bring you to me. Be like, bitch, come on. Like, how many hours? I'm making cacao now. There's still time. There's still time for you to organize that babysitter. 7:30. Come and hang out with me. Let me romance you tonight. Let me just sit under the honey. Yummy, yummy. Lovely to cackle with you, Nick. Okay. Yeah, so link in bio, all my offerings are there. No, you don't need to bring a yoga mat, Kelly, but please bring comfies. We're also going to do a little bit of somatic work. I'm going to bring in some breath while we go through our cacao ceremony. It's a 4-hour event, so I'm just taking it easy for you. You are gonna fucking love it. Oh, I'm so excited. Tell your friends, tell everybody to come. It's just gonna be so good. Heaps of yoga mats. I've got cups. Yeah, so just bring your blankets, crystals if you want. Bring a journal. I encourage you to journal or just get some, some brain farts down. It's always nice. I'll bring some paper if you forget anyway, or you, yeah. Yeah, that's about it. And then tomorrow I've got High Priestess readings. If I can jump in there, I'll see you tomorrow, Nick. I totally forgot about it, getting caught up on this beautiful event tonight. Tomorrow I'm doing High Priestess readings, and it's going to be all of this, but specifically for you and how you can elevate your life. So also got that offering going. And if you want to just fucking say all fuck hell yes and work with me, I'm having a massive retreat in April. It's called Earth Landing, and it's for wild goddess grounding. So taking all of that chaos in all of you, including your business and your embodiment, and it's like you literally rebirthing yourself and earth landing into your body. Tickets are really cheap at this time. It covers everything. I haven't located a sacred space that we are going to be utilizing the land on, but I'm very specific with what I want. And I am trusting the divine that my needs are going to be met as well as yours. So jump in if you want to ride the wave of excitement and not have any direction, but know that we are going to a specific destination. Jump on board with me. I promise I will look after you. This is going to happen. Um, yeah, that's the 19th of April to the 21st, and it is going to be a beach. And I'm feeling up north, so it'll be Bay of Plenty upward, I reckon. Yeah, so I'm really excited, but I can't wait to see you if you're coming tonight. Or online tomorrow. Tickets are available. I've only got 6 spaces left for my High Priestess, so jump in, okay? It is so worth it. These readings are high fucking vibration as fuck. It is not to be missed. Take advantage of just the energy and the collective. We've already got 2 beautiful women ready to hear and see and delve into this cosmic energy. Okay, I'm definitely going to go and rest so I can start getting ready for tonight to hold everybody. But I will see you next time. Mwah. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye.